Yo, RX back with another breakdown. Finally back, should I say, with another breakdown of UFC 273. Fucking Lord. 273, Volkanovski versus Zombie. God, it's good to be back. 2 weeks. 2 fucking weeks. Finally back. And it feels so good. The UFC Columbus was the last breakdown. That was a very good card. I'm not gonna recap it here like I usually will start doing. And I don't recap the card in my own video, let alone I'm not gonna do it in this breakdown because it was 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, not much to say. If you want the breakdown, not breakdown, if you want the recaps back, just tell me. If enough people say it, I'll be like, fuck it, I'll do it. But right now, not happening. I'll just do like the recap, the short recap for this will happen in the Luke Muhammad breakdown next week. So, yeah. Not much more to say. Please like, comment, sub, all that shit. 100 subs go by the end of the year. And as always, let's get into this breakdown. First fight on the card, Julio Arce versus Daniel Willie Cat Santos. This is a very interesting fight. A lot of people say this should be a banger to start off the card. I hope it is. I hope it is. Yeah, let's talk about Arce first. We all know Arce enough by now. He's a lot of output, and yeah, in his last fight did get knocked out badly by Song Yadong. Like, really can't get mad at losing to Song Yadong. He is 4-3 in the UFC, but he's beating. He had a win over Danny Gay. He beat his last 2 wins were Julian Erosa and Andre Yule. So either a very good one in Ige that aged very well, and 2 a little below average fighters in Erosa and Yule. But you know, it is what it is there. Still knocked him out. But his 3 losses are not. One's very bad, the other 2 are Hakeem Dawodu and Song Yadong. So, not bad people to be losing to. So he's not beating cans and losing to cans, or beating good fighters and losing to cans. Because that somehow happens. I don't know how it happens. But yeah, Arce is very, very good. Very good. He puts out. He has a lot of output. Very good output. He's good. Like, not much more to say about him. He's 32, which is not good for the bantamweight division. But besides that, he doesn't look it. He doesn't. The way he fights now looks 32. I'll say that. But yeah, man, he's good. And to talk about Santos, don't know much about him. 10-1. Outside the UFC, not even coming off Contender Series, and has not fought in 2 years. So that's a couple red flags. But yeah, couple red flags with that. So I really can't talk about Santos. I heard he's good. He's a striker in a way, so it should be a fun one. The betting odds do have Arce at -2 to plus 170. I would probably agree. I actually do completely agree with that. Arce should probably win this. Yeah, I kind of find it hard for him not to. So yeah, I'm going Arce here. I don't know how you really could go Santos and feel confident. If you want a nice dog pick, I can find you a couple on this card that are more safe than fucking Daniel Santos. So, yeah, I'm going Julio Arce by decision. Should be a fun fight to open the card, and good dub. I'm about 70% confident in that one, man. Arce dub. After that, where I had to stop the second recording because it crashed, let's try and actually break down this fight this time. Pura La Fira Rodriguez versus K. Hansen. Job's on the line here, man. First, a debut versus someone needing their job still. Let's talk about Pura Rodriguez. Coming off Contender Series in a pretty dominant performance, if I remember, against Valiska Makado. I probably said that so wrong, but yeah, coming off, if I remember, it's a very dominant performance. I really, at this point, remembering Contender Series fights is a pain, but if I remember, it was a pretty dominant performance. Yeah, not much I could really say about her. I think from what she's good. Well, from the little bit I've seen from outside of the UFC, she's very good. Yeah. Can't really break down someone who's not even debut because I don't do tape, so yeah, I don't feel like it. But yeah, Pure's very, very decent. And talk about K. Hansen, who's had a lot more UFC experience. Not good, really. Not good UFC experience. K is 1-2 in the UFC. Needs this win. In her first fight, got the armbar late in the third against Jinyu Fry. Then lost to Corey McKenna and got completely dominated by Jasmine Jasdavicius. Could not stop a takedown if her life depended on it. Now she needs a takedown to be stopped if her job depended on it. Kay is very young. I think she's one of the top 5 youngest on the roster, if not 3 or some shit. I think it was the Jinyu Fry fight. She was like the youngest on the fucking roster or some shit. But she's young. Let's say even like the one good thing with it, let's say she does lose this fight. She'll probably, let's say she's 22 right now. Who knows? Who says she's gonna come back in 8-9 years in the UFC when she's around 30 and getting a lot of experience outside the UFC? Who says she doesn't come back and be better? So she's still young. Not everyone fucking Fong your dong at 22. So, or fucking Aaron Blanchfield. So. Yeah. Kay's game is rarely striking and wrestling if she has to. Against Jasmine was just way bigger, so Kay was kind of fucked. And she couldn't stop takedown. She landed a couple good strikes, I remember, but kind of dropped Jasmine. And she got completely 30-27. So, let's hope this showing goes a little better for her. I think Kay is very good. And can be very good, just she was young. She has to unlock that talent, I feel. So, the betting odds do have an even fight, 110 apiece. I would honestly, yeah, I think I have Rodriguez as the favorite by a little bit. Because Kay's last fight, she looked like a fucking joke. No, I think I agree with this. I think Rodriguez should probably be near even, or it is even. So, what do I think is gonna happen? This fight can go either way, but I am leaning towards K. I'm a little biased. I like K. I think she's cool. Let's see how old is Rodriguez. She's 29. Yeah, I'm leaning towards K. I feel like she's gonna go in here with a better game plan and want to win. So. Yeah, I think she's gonna go in here angrier but smarter. So I'm gonna take that 0 off of Rodriguez. So yeah, I'm going K. Hansen by decision. Damn, 10 minutes in, only 2 breakdown. Oh, don't worry, this fight's gonna be very quick to break down. Because one guy is only in here to lose. We got Anthony Fluffy Hernandez versus Josh Freeman. Who? Let's start with Fluffy since we actually know who the fuck he actually is. Fluffy, we all know in his last fight against Rodolfo Vieira, he got a huge upset and a submission win, no less. But a fucking year ago, year and 2 months ago. So where the fuck have you been, dude? In the UFC, Fluffy is 2-2, not the best record, but he did lose to Marcus Perez, not great, and Kevin Holland. You can't get mad at that. But did beat Jun Young Park and Rodolfo Vieira. Not terrible wins, or not great wins, also. He has a lot of fights canceled. He's had 5 fights canceled. He's had more fights canceled than he's had UFC fights. Some of them not his fault. Some of them are. Just on this card alone, he had 2 fights booked. His first fight was Albert Duraev, and then that got scrapped. And then for Duplessis, he lost his opponent, so Fluffy stepped in, and then they kicked Fluffy out that position for Kelvin Gastelum, and put Fluffy in this fight, and then Duplessis lost his fucking fight with Gastelum. So you could have just kept him and fucking Fluffy. Fuck. But this is a way easier fight for Fluffy than both his other fights. In Duplessis and Duraev, he would have lost both of those. So at least he's getting a win here. Against Josh Freeman. And to talk about Josh as little as I can, 'cause I have no idea who he even is. Seems like a grappler. I don't fucking know, honestly. He's only here to lose. He's only here to lose. He fought 2 months ago, got a W in FAC by RNC. Good for him. So yeah, let's be honest, he's just here to lose. The betting odds only have Fluffy at -160 to +135. No, Fluffy should at least be 250. I'd say 270. Dude, how he's been preparing for guys like Duplessis and Duraev, and now he's fighting this guy. He's been training for guys way better, so this is probably like, oh my god, I trained so hard. Now all this hard training's going to this poor guy. This guy's fucked. Yeah, Fluffy's gonna win this fight. He should be at least 250, if not more, so. I'm going Anthony Fluffy Hernandez by submission in the second. After that, we get to talk about Alexi Orleanic again. I broke down his fight with Lil Latifi. That never happened. So now I get to break down his fight with Jared Vandura. Because the next fight is Alexi the Boa Constrictor Orleanic versus Jared the Mountain Vandura. Yeah, so Alexi and Latifi was booked for 273 because Latifi got stomach bug, I believe, or sick night of UFC Columbus, so they moved it to this card, and then Latifi pulled out for reasons, don't know, and then Vandura stepped in. I'm not gonna really speak much on the Boeing Constrictor. If you want to hear me talk about him, go watch my UFC Columbus breakdown. Because what am I really gonna say? A legend and wants to get you to the ground and sub you. So, not what do you really want me to say? He's not won a fight since the beginning of 2020. So, I can't say much that hasn't already been said. So, yeah. But I will talk about Jared Vandura as little as I can because of Jared Vandura. Yeah, Vandura ain't that good, if we're being honest. He's pretty shitty. He's 1-3 in the UFC. Not saying, if you look at who those 3 L's are against, you see why. Sergey Spivak, Alexander Romanov, and Andrei Arlovsky. Some of those, yeah. And his only ones against Justin Tafa. It's like, cheers, mate. Yeah, man. He's been given a bad batch of fighters, but at the same time, he's not even looked good against any of them. I don't remember him looking that good against fucking Tafa. So it's like, what do you want to do? If you gotta let it fight, the loser's getting cut. Because if Orleanic loses, that would be it'd be 4 in a row at 44 years old. Ain't getting younger, ain't getting fucking better. If you're looking at Vandura at the UFC, that would be 3 in a row, being 1-4 now in the UFC. And you're 29 and you like to step in fights a lot, you're a big help, but you're not that good. So it's like, it's a lose-lose situation. Like, either way, someone probably is gonna get cut. And the UFC probably doesn't want to cut Orleanic, but dude, what do you just have him keep losing? You can give him as many losses as he has fucking wins? Good God. So, but I don't know. The betting odds do have Vandura coming in a small -125 favorite to +105. I disagree. I think Alexi should definitely be the favorite. I'd say -140 Orleanic. Because even for how old and shitty Orleanic is now, he is still better than Jared Vandura. Now, are we really gonna lie to ourselves? He's gonna get to the ground and sub him. Let's not lie to ourselves, people. I know you're looking at the age 44. Holy shit, he's old as fuck. Yeah, he is. But Jared Vandura's shit. So, yeah, I'm going to Alexi Orleanic by submission in the first. He should win pretty soundly. About 70% confident. Get that win number 60, Alexi. Get that win. Holy shit, this card's very bad. And yeah, speaking of shit fighters, I think this is the start of the actual prelims. Mickey Gall. How's he not cut? I don't know. Versus Mike Proper Malott. What the fuck is this fight? Mickey Gall, everybody. How the fuck is he still in the UFC? The guy who only had a job in the UFC because he beat CM Punk. There. Why is he in the UFC? Now, what is his UFC record? 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, and 4. But he's not even beating good fighters. His best one is Sage Northcutt. Fuck, you know. Lost to Diego Sanchez in 2019. God damn, dude, you're shit. We all know Mickey Gall's game plan. He's gonna get you, he wants to get you to the ground and sub you. Most of the time, he doesn't do that because he's not good. But that's what he wants to do. Yeah. What do you want me to say about the guy who's only in the UFC because he beat CM fucking Punk? Gall ain't even good. Like, if he was a good fighter and beat CM Punk, okay, sure. He's not good. Just simply not. Fuck. I don't know, man. I don't see why fucking... I don't see why Gall still has a job in the UFC, but yeah. Talk about the opponent proper, Mike Malott from Canada. He's 7-1-1. I know he is coming off Contender Series. I do remember that. Rear naked choke W in about 39 seconds. Holy shit. It looks like he's a grappler also. So should be interesting. See how he grapples against Mickey. Yeah. So, not much to say about Mike Malott. So, they're both 3 years old today. The betting odds do have Mike coming in minus 180 to Mickey's plus 150. Sure. I think Mike should be a little smaller of a favorite. I would say minus 145 to plus 125. Some shit like that. I think Mike... Mickey might suck, but we don't know how good Mike is. Mickey will... I'll give Mickey Gall one thing. He'll beat the shitty fighters. CM Punk, Jordan Williams, I think it's Mike Jackson. I'll give him that, man. I'll give him that. So, yeah. With that being said, I am going Mike Malott by... I want to go knockout, but then it's like this year I'm going knockout or decision. Fuck, I'm going Mike Malott knockout in the first. I don't care. It's Mickey Gall. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, so I'm going Mike Malott. I'm probably saying her name so wrong by knockout in the first. I'm about 65% confident. So, yeah. Lord, a female fighter I can't fucking stand just because she does not even want to make weight. Oh, and obviously the next fight. Well, we're at 20 minutes, 25, 22. Love it. Boy, this fat bitch. Aspirin Lad. You fat bitch. Versus Rocky Raquel Pennington. I don't like Aspirin Lad because she's lazy and doesn't even try to make weight. If this fight gets canned tomorrow because Lad missed weight, remember, I told you so. And it's that bantamweight. Oh yeah, this fight's getting super fucking canned. This fight is so getting canned. So I'll waste my time talking about it just to make you guys happy, but let's be honest, this fight ain't gonna happen. Aspirin is, let's see, 4-2 in the UFC, losing to Duran and Norma Dumont in main events. Yeah, Aspirin Lad is a very hot, cold fighter. Like against Norma Dumont, she was so fucking cold. But against Yana, when her coach told her to wake the fuck up, she went out there and knocked Yana out. She has a great coach. Anyone who shits on her coach is a fucking idiot, by the way. But that's besides the point. Yeah, that Norm Dumont performance was fucking pathetic. I won't even lie to you, that Norm Dumont showing was super fucking pathetic. By fucking Aspen. And on this card, she was not meant to be fighting Raquel Pennington, she was meant to be fighting Irene Aldana. Irene Aldana was gonna knock fucking Lad out quicker than GDR did. 16 seconds, Irene would have done it in 10. Aspen Lad's game plan gets you down to the ground. She's really not striking. Actually, she ain't striking at all. She's a very shitty striker, but she wants to wrestle with you. Bad thing, who she's fighting can wrestle and strike. And that person she's fighting is Rocky Raquel. Ever since her comeback, she's quote 2-0. yeah, quote, I think she lost the Kins that fight, but we'll say she's on a 3-fight winning streak. Subbing Macy Chiazon in her last fight, and the weirdest fucking guillotine choke I've ever seen. And we all know Rocky. I'm not gonna say what she is in the UFC, record-wise, because we all know Rocky. I don't need to tell you what she is in the UFC. She's beat a shit ton of bitches, and she's lost to a shit ton of bitches. What else can I say? She's only, what, 33, so she's still arguably young. She's still looking good, even after that bullshit suspension, if I remember. She's still looking very good. Actually, I went alright right now down as I'm fuck. Yeah, we all know Rocky. She can strike if she wants to, and she can wrestle too. She probably wants to wrestle a little more than strike, but in this fight, she definitely wants to strike more than she wants to wrestle. So, Rocky's game plan just stopped takedowns, and she'll win this fight. Aspinall has no striking, so yeah. The betting odds do have Raquel at -170 to +140. I don't know why you even made betting odds for this fight. It's not gonna happen, but I think Raquel should be -190 to +150. If this fight does somehow happen, Raquel is gonna win pretty soundly, a 30-27. Because Aspinall probably just gonna stand there and dance, pretending she knows how to strike. That's all she does. So, I'm going Rocky by decision. I would love if she knocked her the fuck out. But yeah, I'm about 90%, 95, no. Yeah, 95% confident Rocky would count. I'm not 100% confident the fight doesn't happen because I'll have the fat, lazy bitch. So, next fight on the card. Why does it not get moved to the main card? I will never know. Duhinio, Biggie Boy, Rosenstrike versus Marcin Tybura. Let's start with Biggie Boy. Ever since Nagano took his fucking soul, he's been very hot, cold in the UFC. Well, Duhinio still has a lot of fucking potential, just in a couple of his last few showings, he's just looked stale, in a way. He is, what, 4, 5, 6, and 3 in the UFC. His 3 losses are Francis, Searle, and Curtis Blades. Not bad losses, but I think you should be doing a little better showing. Against Ngan, you got knocked down in 20 seconds. Against Gall, you just stood there. And against Blades, you just let yourself get taken down and held down. So, he did knock out Sakai and JDS, but those are Augusto Sakai and Junior Dos Santos in 2020. So, yeah. But Biggie Boy still has power. He's still very, in a way, light on his feet in his own way. But that power is his fucking key to victory. That power is his key to victory. And especially in a fight like this with a guy who is arguably questionable on the chin side of things, Biggie Boy should be definitely looking for that chin. And the guy I was talking about with that questionable chin is Marcin Tybura. Tybura is very good, but he's also very questionable in the chin area. Even against Volkov, he just looked shitty because Volkov's so tall. But against Sakai and Shamil, he got knocked out. Derek Lewis knocked him out. Though he doesn't have the best chin in the world, or the best gas tank really either, but it's not like he's a bad fighter, just he has a pretty weak chin, to be honest. He was on a very nice 5-fight winning streak going into the Volkov fight. Sergey Spivak, Maxime Grisham, Ben Rothwell, Greg Hardy, Walt Harris, all okay wins. But then he ran into Alexander Volkov and lost. So, yeah, not good at all. Very bad, very bad. Yeah, he looked so bad against Volkov, it's not even funny. Yeah, but he is 36 years old. Damn, do they know 34? Damn. The betting odds do have Biggie Boy coming in minus 135 to plus 110. I would have Biggie Boy around minus 160 to plus 130. I think he should be a decently sized favorite in the hundreds, but not like a huge favorite, of course. Cause he just needs to hit that chin. That's all he needs to do is hit that chin. If he can hit that chin once, definitely twice, he was gonna win this fight. So I'm going Biggie Boy by knockout in the first. He just needs to hit that chin. Who does the later fight help? Neither. I guess I would say Tybura. By a little bit, but not by much. I'm going Biggie Boy by knockout in the first. About 68% confident. This annoying motherfucker. The featured prelim, and this annoying douchebag. Ian the Past Gary versus Darion Weeks. God, I want to see Ian Gary get punched in the fucking face so badly. Let's talk about let's talk about James Gallagher. Gary in his last fight had a fine showing against Jordan Williams. Besides that, not much to say. He's a big mouth motherfucker, saying Connor and Chael's the only two guys who could be on the mic with him. Hey dude, you're nobody. Beat Jordan Williams. Dude, I can't wait for the fight Ian Gary loses. It's not gonna be this one because Darion Weeks kinda sucks. But God, please lose. I want him to lose so bad. Weeks. Let's talk about Darion Weeks real quick. In his UFC debut, he came in on short notice against Bryan Barberino about 3 months ago, and he looked okay, but definitely lost. Can't be mad about losing to a guy like Bryan Barberino, a legend. So can't really get mad at that shit, man. The betting odds do have James Gallagher coming in at minus 350 to plus 260. I would have Gary probably about, I'd probably say he's about 3. He should win this pretty easily, sadly, but fuck, it is annoying. He should win this pretty easily. So I'm going to Ian Gary by knockout in the first. Just common sense more than anything. Not even much I need to say. Darion Weeks is pretty whatever. Not that Ian Gary's good. I don't think he's shit. But whatever. Ian Gary knockout in the first. Pretty confident. Those are prelims. They're very up and down. But yeah. The main card is, it's fine. It's a fine main card. And the main card starts out with not any of the fights we thought it would be starting off with. Vince from Hell Purcell versus Mark the Olympian O'Madsen. Very good fight, and I think a fight more people should have been talking about, but I don't know why Biggie Boy did not get moved to the main card. I don't know why they picked Purcell and O'Madsen, but whatever, that's what I think. Vince Purcell is very underrated. I think he's very good. His only 2 losses are Rustam Kopylov on the Ultimate Fighter finale, and Gregor Gillespie. Besides that, he's beaten everyone. Not great wins. Lost to Ally Quinta on tough. Beat fucking Jim Miller, Roosevelt Roberts, Austin Hubbard. So he's been doing his thing. He's been doing his Vince Purcell thing. And he's very good. He hasn't got to shown how good he is against real competition. because let's see, Austin Hubbard, come on. But he's very underrated, I think, in my opinion. He's like a watered down Bobby Green in a way. Well, think of it that way. He's kind of a watered down Bobby Green. Yeah, he's very good. He's only 36, 37, and he's still looking pretty good for that age. So, yeah, good for him. Very happy for him. But, yeah, not much more I can say about underrated Purcell. And to talk about his opponent, Marco Madsen, undefeated. Undefeated, man. Good for him. Undefeated. In his last fight, having a really good fight with Clay Guida. A lot of people think Guida should have won that fight. Even as big of a Guida fan that I am, I'm even like, yeah, I guess. I think could have won either way. Was a very good fight. Was a very, very good fight. But I think could have won either fucking way. But Madsen's very good. Madsen's good. In his 3 UFC fights, he's done what he has to do. Just wrestle. In Guida fight, he showed some striking. He looked decent. He didn't gas nearly as badly as people thought he would. And he looked fine. Do I think he's how old? 36? 37? He ain't gonna be a champion. He ain't gonna be anything like that. But he's good. He's fine for what he is. He's a former Olympian who can fight. Good for him. The betting odds do have Vince Purcell coming in at a slight minus 150 favorite to plus 130. I agree. I think Purcell should be a small favorite. So we've seen him a lot more, and we know he can do a lot more, we think, than Madsen. So I agree with that. Now, that being said, I am going with From Hell Purcell to win this by decision. I think I'm happy for him, because if he does win this on opening a main card, we'll get some eyes on him finally. And B, it'll be a nice win for him. And hopefully, if he wins this, he'll start fighting. Hopefully, he can maybe get a ranked guy or someone like a Terrence McKinney, like a higher echelon guy. Goddamn, he's 39. So, yeah. I hope Purcell takes this W, man. I'm about 55% confident. Little above average. After that, the last one fight on the card, and it's a very interesting one. Very, very interesting. Very interesting fight. Mackenzie Dern versus Tisha the Tiny Tornado Torres. Let's start with Mac Attack. We all know what Mackenzie Dern's bringing to the table. Not much striking, but she wants to get you to the ground. If she can get you to the ground, you're in deep shit. You're in some deep shit. But Dern is only, let's see, 4, 5, 6 and 2 in UFC, and only 29. No, I'm not gonna lie, I thought she was like mid-30s. She has a fucking kid. I thought she was a little older, but in the Marina Rodriguez fight, her striking looked meh, but not even gonna lie, let's be honest, her striking looked shit. Only because she's fighting Marina Rodriguez. Not many people's striking's gonna look good against Marina Rodriguez. Not many at all. Against Fiona Jandiroba, her striking looked good because she's fighting another chick who really does not strike. So it's like, yeah. I think Dern is very good, and she's gonna be a top fighter in this woman's strawweight rankings for years. So that wrestling will always be a problem, and if she actually gets some striking, she can be scary. Like, she might not have power, but if she can get some striking to where she can set up those takedowns and better, she's gonna be fucking frightening. Like, very, very frightening. So, yeah. I think yeah, obviously Dern's game plan is let's get Tisha to the ground and sub her. She probably does not want to strike with Tisha too much. Goddamn, Tisha is 5'1". But yeah, she probably does not want to strike with Tisha too much. But if she can, obviously she wants to get to the ground. And to talk about the tiny tornado, tiny's fucking right, 5'1". I'm taller than her. Fuck. In her last fight, she did beat Angela Hill again. Was it again? Or for the first time? I don't know. But she did easily beat Angela Hill, who she made Angela Hill look like shit. Nah, I won't even lie, she made Angela Hill look like shit. But she's on a 3-5 winning streak right now. Not her first 2 wins ain't great, but then she beat Angela Hill. Before that, she did also lose to Marina Rodriguez, Weili Zhang. Holy shit, she fought a row of killers. Jessica Andrade, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, Weili Zhang, and Marina Rodriguez. She fought a row of fucking killers back to back. Her 2018 and 19 were hell. Over 2 years, she had, in 2018 she fought Andrade and Joanna. In 2019 she fought Weili and Marina. Holy shit. Props to her making it through that shit. They just threw her a middle finger after middle finger after middle finger after middle finger. She was the favorite against Marina? The fuck? But Tisha's very good. She's obviously a better striker than Dern. And she's not known. I don't think many people in that division or in the UFC are as good grapplers as Mackenzie Dern. Maybe Charles Oliveira. And fuck, not many. But Damian Maia. Tisha obviously wants to keep this on her feet and get an easy 30-27 off of striking if she can. Do I think she'll be able to do that? We'll see. The big odds do have Tisha coming in -125 to +105. They had Dern the favorite against Marina Rodriguez, but have Tisha the favorite against Dern. What the fuck? Perfect no rabble. I'm biased. Plus, I think she could take this. I am going Mackenzie Dern here. I think she can get Tiny to the ground and sub her. Do I think it's gonna happen? I think it's a 50%. I think it's like either 50% Tisha's gonna just keep on the feet and win. 50% Dern's gonna get to the ground and fuck Tisha up. No, and also I think betting odds should be near even, 110 apiece, because I think it could go either way. So yeah, I'm going to Mac attack by submission in the first. Man, I'm picking 3 submissions on this card. I have more submission predictions than I have fucking knockouts. Let's see, 1, 2, nah, I got the same, 3 apiece. But that's gonna change with these next 3 fights. Okay, now we get to the real good shit on this card. The real main event of this card is this one. Gilbert Duhinio Barrett versus Hamza Borges Chaimayev. This is the real main event, people. Is Hamza the real deal, or is Gilbert the train stop? If Gilbert wins this, he gets another title shot. I don't care what anyone says. He wins this, he gets a title shot. And we could talk about Gilbert Burns real quick. We all know what Gilly does. Burns can really do anything. He can wrestle, he can strike. He's pretty much good at everything. He's a very good, well-rounded fighter. That's the only reason he was losing at lightweight, because he was killing himself to make it. Ever since the move up to 170, he's been able to not kill himself, and he's looked good because he's a well-rounded fighter. Yeah, Gilbert's very good, I think. Well, nah, I think he is very good, and this is his biggest challenge of his career. Fuck Usman, fuck Woodley, fuck fucking Maia. This is the biggest challenge of Burns' career. Because if he stops this, he puts his name in the history books. He was the Hamza killer. He gets another title shot against Usman. He makes himself a superstar overnight if he wins this. If he loses this, he's just a stepping stone to Hamza's legacy. What are you gonna do, Gilbert? And talk about cum shot Chaimayev. He has fucking smashed everybody. Everybody. I killed everybody. He has fucked up everyone. 4-0 in the UFC and has only taken 4 punches. Let that sink in. 4 UFC fights, 4 punches. 4. This guy is not. I've been saying this for the last couple months, about a couple weeks. If Hamza runs through Burns like he has GM3, the Leech, etc., he might be by the end of his career the greatest fighter of all time. Cause I don't see anyone beating him. Usman ain't. Izzy ain't. Who the fuck's gonna? Kobe ain't. Leon ain't. Who the fuck's beating him? Nobody. He might go down as the greatest fighter in MMA history, depending on how this fight with Burns goes. If he does not look like Hamza out here, then shit might get bad for him. I don't know. This is gonna be a very interesting moment for Hamza. I don't think he's letting the pressure get to him. Hamza seems like a very relaxed dude, so he's not gonna let pressure get to him. So I'm excited. This is the real main event. This is the fight I'm most hyped for. Hamza and Gilbert. I'm so happy they didn't book him against like fucking Wonder Boy or some shit. They gave him another highly ranked guy because they know he shouldn't be wasting his time with Wonder Boy and Sean Brady and shit. They gave him Gilbert, the number 2 ranked guy in the world. Crazy. The betting odds do have Hamza minus 590 to plus 425. I disagree. I think Hamza should be minus 300 to plus 200, plus 240. I think Hamza should be a big favorite. Not hitting the 500s is fucking insane. We've not seen he should be that yet. If he let's say if he wins this dominantly, he should be minus 6, 7, 800 against Usman. But right now, I'd say minus 300. But I'm still saying Hamza's gonna win because Hamza is Hamza. And I'm saying Hamza smashes in round number 1. Hamza smash. Not gonna wait. Next fight, not gonna waste much time on it. Piotr and Aljo. Piotr Jan's gonna beat him either by knockout or by decision. Lock of the night. Piotr should be minus 900. And Aljo's gonna die. Piotr Jan's gonna win, and still I'm going Piotr Jan knockout in second. My lock of the night. And now on to the main event. The main event of the evening. Alexander the Great Volkanovski versus Chan Sung Jung, or the Korean Zombie. Insane. This was supposed to be the Max trilogy. I like this fight way more than the Max trilogy. I won't even lie to you. I remember a couple days before Max pulled out and Zombie stepped in. I was like, Volk should really be fighting Zombie. And now he is. So, I'm happy. Sad thing about this fight, let's be honest, we all know Volk is gonna fucking murder him. If Zombie wins this fight, how fucking bad is Brian Ortega and Max Holloway? If 35-year-old taking as much damage as a man can, Korean Zombie can beat Volk, then how bad is Ortega and Holloway? The betting odds are giving Zombie no chance. Minus 800 on Volkanovski to plus 550. I'd say Volk should be minus 5. Minus 8 is fucking insane. Volk does slow down in those later rounds. The Max fights and the Max and Ortega fight showed that. Do I think if Zombie is not dead by the 4th or 5th, he could be alive. He could be alive. Probably by then, Volk's already 10-8 him once. Yeah. Like, trust me, I would love the feel-good story. The feel-good story champions can continue if Zombie winning the belt. Charles Oliveira, Glover Teixeira, Brandon Moreno. It's not happening. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. Volkanovski is going to probably 49-45 Zombie and win pretty easily. I'm first time I picked him in the rematch with Holloway, but the first time I picked Volkanovski in a minute. I'm going Alexander Volkanovski by decision. Very confident. I'll fucking lose if Zombie clips him and win. That would be so dope, but at the same time it's not gonna happen. But it would be dope. Yeah, but those are my picks. I'll go over them. Well, we got 50 minutes. Beautiful. I'll go over my picks one more time. Julio Arce, decision. Kay Hansen, decision. Anthony Hernandez, submission in the second. Alexi Orleanic, submission in the first. Mike Malott, knockout in the first. Raquel Pennington, decision. Duhinio Rosenstrike, knockout in the first. Ian Gary, knockout in the first. Vince Pichel, decision. Mackenzie Dern, submission in the first. Hamza, knockout in the first. Piotr Jan, knockout in the second, lock of the night. And Alexander Volkanovski by decision. Those are my picks. Tell me your picks down below. Tell me your betting. Your fucking what you think of betting odds. What are your picks? All that shit. Because I just told you mine. But your turn. Yeah. The card's very good. We've lost a couple great fights, like I said, Gastelum and Duplessis. Fucking couple good fights, but you know, it's still a above average card. Yeah. But not much more to say, guys. You'll see me next week, same day. So 1 week from now, you'll hear from me on my birthday week. Or wish me happy birthday. You'll hear from me 1 week from now for the breakdown of UFC Fight Night, UFC Vegas 53, 2. Luke and Muhammad number 2. Yeah, and I'll do a little recap of this card there. But yeah, not much more to say. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, all that shit. 100 subs to go by the end of the year. And as always, RX out. I smash you, brother.